Being on campus is great fun, and we want to make sure that you have the best time at UEA, but we also want to make sure that you stay safe while you're on campus. So, in the event that you do discover a fire, here are the steps you should take to keep you and everyone else safe. Shout fire, fire, fire. Remove anyone from danger, closing the door behind you. Operate the manual call point and leave the building. Once you're outside, call the Fire and Rescue Service on 999 and then call UEA Security. You can also report fire or other emergencies on the Safe Zone app. If you hear a fire alarm or see the fire alarm's flashing light, stop what you're doing. Take the time to turn everything off if you're cooking. Leave the building via the nearest safe exit. This is not necessarily the one you usually use. Gather outside the building and don't go back inside unless you're told it's okay by UEA Security. It's important for everyone to know what to do if they discover a fire or hear the fire alarm. But we also know that some people will need a little bit more assistance or support when they evacuate a building. Anyone with a permanent or temporary disability should have a personal emergency evacuation plan or PEEP in place. This will advise you on how to evacuate all UEA buildings and will ensure that you can safely escape in the event of a fire. It's important that if you think you need assistance to evacuate, contact Student Support Services to put a PEEP in place or send an email to peep.uss@uea.ac.uk. Now you know the steps to take upon discovering a fire, here are the ways that you can take precautions to ensure that a fire doesn't happen in the first place. If you're living in residences, don't use candles or untested electrical items, and regularly check electrical items to ensure they're still safe. Keep all cooking activities in the kitchen, no kettles or air fryers in bedrooms please, and make sure you never leave any food cooking unattended. Smoking and vaping are not allowed in any UEA buildings, and a build-up of rubbish can be a fire hazard, so please make sure to keep residences clean and tidy. Lithium batteries in e-bikes and scooters can pose a fire risk, and if they ignite, they can be incredibly difficult to extinguish, meaning they absolutely must not be brought into any buildings on campus, as this poses a risk to everyone inside. Do not set off the fire alarms unnecessarily. This will mean the whole building will have to be evacuated, and frequent false alarms could cause others to not evacuate in the event of a real fire, putting them at massive risk. There are also precautions you should take for a speedy escape should a fire break out. Keep corridors and staircases clear at all times so you and your flatmates can easily escape. Never wedge fire doors open, as these are specifically designed to slow the spread of fire and smoke, and keeping them open stops them from working as they should to keep you safe. Covering or removing smoke detectors will cause a fault to be activated and security will be notified. Smoke detectors are there for your own safety, so don't tamper with them. Now you know how to greatly reduce the risk of fire, as well as what to do if you discover a fire or if you hear the fire alarm. With this knowledge, you'll be able to go forward and have a great time at UEA while keeping yourself and others safe.